Sorry, there.
Yeah, I think we started. Hi guys, welcome to OTL Elite Season 2. We are at the Brazilian Grand Prix. 3 races to go. I'm joined by Rob this evening. Hello Rob.
Good evening.
I will check that.
Oh, it's getting bad feedback through your headset.
Yeah, I'm going to change it now. One sec guys. Is that better?
Ken, you'll have to hear it through. See what's that like now when I talk. Ken, you'll have to hear it through. See what's that like now when I talk.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll turn the game up so people can
That's fine. There's no echo on the stream now.
No.
Nothing like a good technical hitch to start the night.
Yeah, we sorted the echo out, but Chris, thanks mate. Evening to you as well, bud. We should be fine now. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Yeah, so we're at the Brazilian Grand Prix this evening. 3 races to go. Jensen is he can win the championship as well if he finishes 7th or higher. The people who can challenge that I think are only NSX Connor. He needs a win, or Smalley I believe may still be able to just do it depending on Jensen's result. But we shall see.
So from what I understand, Jensen just needs 7th and the title's his?
Yeah, the 7th.
With 2 races left after this?
2 races.
Imola and Jeddah, yeah.
Yeah.
So does he want to go out with a bang and go and run away and win it, or does he just kind of cruise around thinking top 7's probably easy for him and just kind of dawdle along? How's he going to play it?
It'll be interesting to see what Connor and Smalley do as well, because they can always get extra points from the game for driver of the day, which means they'd have to start a bit further back and make their way through. We then may give it to them as well, so that could be another 2 points. But I'm not sure. I believe Pole may also get a point in this league, so it's a bit of 1 in one end and 2 in the other, really. But what they do. But anything can happen at Brazil.
As it proved on Monday.
As it proved on Monday, yeah. If someone is listening and they haven't watched that yet, it was a very, very tight finish for the podium spots as well. And
the tightest of tight finishes.
Yeah. And there was so many overtakes in that. Christian Jensen did a very good job to try and keep up with everything that was happening at the time.
And I'm not going to lie, a bit of rain would make this very, very fun.
Good luck, Charlie. If you want to get on the podium. Oh, we've got someone going out quite quickly anyway. Is that Charlie?
Who's Charlie's gamer tag, just so we know to look out for him if he's pushing for a podium?
It's FRL, Charlie.
I'm blind as a bat, and that's why, because the chat box was covering up his name.
He's on a medium compound anyway. Some of these guys might choose medium, some will choose...
There's quite a lot that could probably do it in this league, to be fair.
Yeah, they have the pace to start on medium and get a good start somewhere.
Be interesting to see what sort of setups people are running, because mid-sector you need a lot of downforce and a lot of traction, but then you've got your long straight, well, 2 long straights either end of it. See what that's going to do. Charlie's probably the first one about to start a lap, I believe.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of cars leaving the pit lane ahead of him, but they should be far enough ahead as he heads down the main straight and then on into the famously named Senna S's. He hits turn 1 beautifully and into 2, rides the curb nicely out into 3. Ooh, back end steps out of him, that's gone straight off. And he's out, he's done that. That's so unfortunate.
He couldn't turn off the grass and it just dragged him into the side, so...
Yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. The back end just totally stepped out on him in the middle of 3. He's just gone to put the power down, I think probably just a little bit too much, and the back end's just stepped out on him, and it's unfortunately ended in disaster.
That's such a shame. After he was really, he wanted the podium.
Well, if he's going to get a podium, that's going to be one hell of a drive to watch.
Yes, it will.
I think, do we have SPW on a lap? I think we do.
At the moment, I'm on Ecos Spark. I'm not sure if this is Brock. Jensen's just been disqualified from the session.
For blocking the pit lane. Has he crashed in the pit lane?
He may have gone dead straight by accident and crashed. But
Has he decided to make it hard on himself?
He might have.
He's going for glory from a last to as high as he can get challenge at Brazil.
That'd be a great effort from him as well, if you can do it from there. Anyway, Ecos Spark's got up a 108.1 on a medium compound tyre. Oh, someone's round there. LOI Sozzy was round. I'm not sure who that is. He's new as well. Chris Daps put up. I will change the times in here so I can actually see it.
108.4 for Chris Stapps and Nico Sparks is on a 108.1. The times will come down a lot more than that. A hell of a lot more than that.
We'll get on Chris because he's on a medium compound. As Smalley put up a 108.4 and that was on a medium compound. A lot of these drivers have chosen. Oh, a 106.7. That's on the soft by Macho.
Now that's an impressive early lap.
For an early lap it is, but that's a big gap.
Do we have Chris on a lap? Yeah, we do.
We're with him now actually. He looks like he's on quite a good lap. I don't think he'll get a little tow here, but is it going to be in the 7? Oh, 108.
108.0.
That's a good lap from Chris. That puts him P3.
Connor with a 106.4.
106.4 on the soft compound.
Do we have Nelly coming to the end of a lap? No, it's invalidated. And that's invalidated.
Nelly's invalidated. Adam's on a lap actually. OTL Dixie Enormous. He's starting on medium. Well, he's on medium compound at the moment. He didn't do too bad on Monday. He just got caught up in a bit of a tussle with a couple of cars.
It happened to quite a lot of people towards the end.
Yeah, it did. There's a yellow flag in sector 2.
Adam coming to the end. I'm not sure he's actually trying a flying lap there, to be honest.
He's just doing some
installation laps, I think. It's just trying to get the feel of the track.
We've got Rage coming in.
Pelly's coming into the pit lane, so he's not on a lap. Rage is coming towards the end of his lap. It's going to be a 108 something, I think.
Oh,
107.7, wow, really good lap.
Lap from him.
Yeah, he's on mediums.
He's done very well in OTL as well this season. I think he's in the top 3 or 4.
He's top 3, yeah. It was unfortunate last Monday, I think. He ended up being spun round at one point or another.
I think so. Ecos Shifters is purple sector 1. He's on a medium compound. I don't know if that's right.
It might be a personal best more than anything. The game doesn't tend to highlight purple sectors very well, so it's probably just a personal best for himself.
Well, if he's up on when he goes through sector 2.
Be unexpected to be doing purple sectors on mediums when there's a 106.4 already in. He's hard by half a second on himself. That puts him a 107.7.
Yeah, he'll be up there with Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage did that on the medium compound as well. I didn't see that. It's a very good lap. That's a
And that's
107.
a 107.4.
Oh,
That's a really good lap.
that's his third lap as well on those medium compounds, so he might come back in and do a soft run possibly.
Yeah, so the times are in so far, we've got 2 on softs, 2 mediums, 2 softs. Kristaps was soft, Smolly was softs. Medium, Nelly and Adam were on the mediums, and Pelly's back out on softs now, or about to set on softs.
Yeah, I think Adam's just doing some warm-up laps because he's roughly the same time. LOI Sussy, anyway, he had to abandon his first lap. Let's see what kind of time he puts in here.
Showing a purple first sector, but again, that's probably just because it's his first lap.
Oh, bless. Sorry to hear that, Charlie. Yellow flag in sector 3. Car did get going in the end.
Sossy's coming towards the end of sector 2, showing again purple sector, but that's probably because it's his own.
50.4, I think that's quite quick actually.
Well, we're about to find out. The heads took the final DRS zone onto the main not so straight. And he's going to come over the line, stay as close to the wall as possible, and it's a 106.9, so it puts him in third at the moment. Yellow flag in sector 2, it's just a hash, it's all at the hill.
That shows an invalidation. Oh, I think he cost Sparks. Yeah, he did. He cost Sparks just finished the lap on the soft compound, and he did a 107.1, so he's improved and gone 4. Smalley's just done a 107.3. There's a lot of cars actually on track coming through. Is that the one?
Yeah, coming through sector 2 at the moment. A lot of them. There's quite a gap between the kind of top 2 at the moment and the rest of the field.
Is that SBW coming round?
Oh, we had a bit of. Somebody's had a spin in sector 2. That was Chris.
There's two flags in sector 2 there. SBW's just going to come and finish his lap. He's starting the medium compound on.
And it's a 108.9. That's best for 11th at the minute.
At the moment. Chris was coming round to finish his lap. He went in the pit. Larry's down to sector 1. This is his first lap.
Adam's on a lap, he's about half a second up so far. Still on medium, so I think he's still just kind of getting a feel for the car at the minute.
Yeah. He's bringing his time down slowly. He's up. Actually, he's up by a second of the seat.
He's out, yeah, that'll get him up to a 109.6. So he'll still leave him about 12th where he is at the minute.
Hope he finishes as well.
Yeah, a 109.4. Yeah, it's 12th.
Pelly's done a 118.7 there, but he's on another lap. Mike's pit. Now Larry's coming round to finish his lap. He'll be on the same, roughly the same time.
Oh, Connor's gone even quicker, and still a 106.4, but
a couple of hundreds quicker. Sossy's done a 106.9, so he's put him. No, sorry. So now Larry's done a 106.9, so he's put himself up into 4. And finished his lap.
Still on with Pelly at the minute. He's coming through sector 2 up towards Young Cow. Looks nice through there as he gets on the power up towards the final straight.
He's on a 108 at the moment, which is putting him into the top 10, I believe.
It's going to be a 107.3.
Good lap for 7th. That's a good lap from him. A very good lap.
Mike is only just coming out an outlap on mediums by the looks of it, so is he going to...
Billard Jack hasn't done a lap yet. I think he's just about to start his first one. Where is everyone on here? There's a...
On board with Mike at the minute. He's the furthest one up track that's probably about to do a lap, I think, is Mike.
Yeah, he's just about to
coming over the start-finish line now. Into the S's. looks nice and planted through the first part and the second. This is where Charlie lost it early, but it's nice and planted for Mike as he goes down the Retroposter straight towards the end of Sector 1 and the now infamous Turn 4.
16-7 through Sector 1.
He goes up the hill into the twisty part of the track. Ooh, stepped out a little bit in on the way up the hill into the right-hander, but he's corrected it as we're going to the slower corners through the middle of the sector. Downhill left-hander hairpin. It looks a decent lap list from Mike so far. As it comes into the final part of the lap now, towards the end of Sector 2, towards Junkow, and then the final straight. Yeah, that's planted through there as well, so it's just gun it to the end now.
This could get him in top 10 actually on these mediums. This will be around a 107-ish.
Yeah, staying nice and tight to the wall, shortest way to the line, and a 107.6, so that puts him 10th.
Yellow flag sector 1, 2 and 3. I saw Ecos Shifters actually moved up into second. He did a 106.7.
It's kind of an awkward position for Mike though, because probably would prefer to be 11th if you're going to be 10th.
Well, yeah, on mediums he would. There are a lot of people who are still doing laps. Macho is hoping to improve on his. He did a very good lap earlier.
Well, he's got a bit of traffic coming up as he goes through Sector 2 up the hill. There's 3 cars in the same sector, but the 2 of them have gone out the way nicely. So McLaren, the next one, who's going to come across. McLaren's got nicely out of the way, so he shouldn't be impeded at all through middle sector.
Very good line he's taken through there as well.
Yeah, he's got a clear run now to the end of the lap. There should be no more traffic in his way. He was running a little bit deep into that one, but he's kept it together actually now. He held some quite a good pace through that corner, so he ran a little bit off the apex. Down the hill into the end of Sector 2, and he's a 10th up. It's not. It will move him into second if he can just keep that. There's nobody getting anywhere near Connor's time at the moment, at all. I think Connor's looking pretty much untouchable for Paul. He doesn't improve enough to stay second. He stays third with that lap.
It's very tight with all them there as well. Those top, well, from second to fifth.
Yeah, there's not much of a gap at all.
That's Smalley's down by, he's up. Everyone else is in the pit.
Sean Larry's just come out onto the track to do his final run. We've got Nelly, who is in the pits. Got Aston Martin towards the end of the track. Who is that? Is that Connor again coming up for another lap?
Ecos Sparks has just gone round and completely missed out. He's missed out the first best at the top of the hill.
Well, that's one way of getting around Brazil.
Smalley's going into the pit. We have 2 people on outlaps at the moment. Snow Larry is going to be the first.
Connor is on a lap at just at the end of Sector 1, is 0.006 of a second up on himself. As he comes into Sector 2, that car looks really well set up and planted.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he
cut
has
the corner and that's
invalidated
invalidated. That's probably won't hurt him too much with the gap he's got to the next cars, to be honest. Everybody now out on soft tyres except for Adam, who's still in the pit lane. He's going to do a lap. He's going to have to get on with it a little bit.
Snow Larry's invalidated his lap as well. Is SBW on a lap? Yes, he is. He's moved to soft tyres now, so he'll get a nice little tow down this straight as well here. This could be in the 107s as well, actually. Yeah, 107.7. He's gone
nice
12.
lap.
Good lap from him.
Yeah, it was a good lap.
Oh, Connor's just gone round in front of him at turns 2 and 3 and just gone into the wall, but I don't think he's retired. No, he's still going, but that'll be the end of his qualifying.
Yeah, I don't think it matters for him at this point, if I'm honest. Oh, 5th place grid and block it. A second one disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
So Adam's been blocked, just been disqualified.
Yeah, the same thing that happened to Jensen.
I'm not sure who got the 5th place grid penalty.
It was Adam, I believe.
Oh, was it Adam? That's very strange. Ecos Shifters is up by a tenth, so that will keep him in second unless you can find another 2 in the last, but
you're not going to find 2 tenths in a corner, I don't think, unfortunately.
So 106.6, so he found another little bit, but not enough. Snow Larry's on an invalidated lap. Rage is on a validated lap, but he's letting others through. Everyone else is on an out lap. We'll try and stick with the first person. This will be everyone's last run, I believe.
Yeah, I think it'd be Ecos Sparks, the first one coming blind start final laps.
Yep.
He needs to find a significant amount of time if he's going to trouble the top sort of 4 cars.
Well, Sector 1, well, not Sector 1, those first 3-4 corners look very nice.
Yeah, he's going to need 4 tenths on this lap to get him in the top 3. And he's actually not improved in Sector 1 at all. And is he wide? Oh, he's got away with it. We go up the hill into Sector 2. Connor's retired, that's his session done. I think he's comfortable that he's got pole from here.
Yeah. This looks like a very good lap.
It's looked clean and tidy, but from he's now found that's a really good middle sector. So where's this going to put him? 3.5 tenths a minute would put him into the 107. So he's going to be right in that mix of between second and fourth somewhere. Depends what sort of run he gets to the line, and it is a 106.7. So he goes third. Wow, there is less than there's half a tenth covering 3 cars.
Let's try and catch these cars as they come. Oh, Smalley's going round on the last corner. We'll go with Bullard Jet. Let's see what... He's on an invalidated lap anyway, so he will start in 15th at the back.
Rage is on a lap.
Pelly's on an invalidation.
Yeah, I think Rage is the only one coming over the line now. Because the last one to do anything.
Yeah, we'll stick with Rage.
And Rage is going to go into 106.8. Wow. That's a really impressive lap.
And that is the end of quali, because I believe... Oh, did Bullard Jet actually get over the line in the end? Oh, he did, but he's invalidated his lap. So, yeah, that will be the end of quali. I think LOI Sussy improved on his time there, actually, because he's gone in front of Shifters by 1,000th. Well, it's very tight from second to third and third to fourth.
Yeah, if they've got that sort of equal pace when we get into a race, this is going to be a really interesting battle. But I think looking at it, Connor keeps up that sort of pace, he probably should have too much for everybody at the front.
He needs to get away,
10th,
doesn't
so
he?
he's going to start on them mediums, and nobody passed him actually in the end. So
Yes,
Mike will have to start on the tyres that he used.
So Connor was in first, Sussy was in second, Ecos Shifters was third just by 1,000th. Ecos Sparks was in fourth, Macho was in fifth, that was another 8,000th. Range did a very good lap in sixth, Snarlow was seventh, Smalley was eighth, Pelly was ninth, he's put in a good lap, Mike's done a good lap there in 10th on mediums, Nelly's in 11th, SPW is in 12th, OTL Allen did a lap on mediums and was 13th, Kristaps is 14th, Bullard Jack was 15th, Charlie is 16th, OTL Dixon was 17th, and Jensen is 18th.
Well, this is going to be interesting to watch then, because Jensen's probably got enough, but he's got a lot to do from there. He's got 11 cars he's got to pass.
Yeah, he needs 7th. There are a lot of quick drivers there who he'll need to catch up. Some of them might get away.
Who's his nearest title rival, and do they need to win the race as well, though, for him to have to finish 7th is the question.
Connor is his closest.
And Connor is on pole.
Yep, so I think that's 1 point, obviously, for pole. He needs to win the last 3 races. That gives him 90. If he gets pole, that'll be 93. A couple of driver of the days from comms. Jensen needs 7th, so he's got 3 races to get
a few points, basically.
Yeah, a few points.
It looks a little bit overcast.
It does, doesn't it?
Could we get that little bit of rain to really spice things up?
Mike's strategy would be quite good then if he's even though he's 10th, but he's on the medium compound, isn't he? We'll have to see.
Yes, I think everybody from sort of Mike downwards will start on the medium tyre. There's no point starting on the softs, I don't think. If there's obviously we don't unfortunately get the weather report, but if there's a chance of rain, which if somebody that's actually in the race could let us know, that'd be really helpful.
I don't like knowing. It ruins it for us, doesn't it?
Well, it does, this is true, but it would be nice to know if it's going to happen.
We all know you love the rain, Rob.
Yeah, the less said about that, the better. We'll just move on as we go to the formation lap that Connor will lead us away on. So we'll just run through the grid again. We've got Connor, Saucy, Shifter, Sparks, Macho, Rage, Sean Larry, Smalley, Pelly and Mike are your top 10. And then with the free choice of tyres, you've got Nelly, SPW, Chris, Kristaps, Buller Japs, Charlie, Jensen and Adam, who's apparently ended up being behind Jensen. So I think of the 5th-place grid penalty that he got as well as being disqualified.
Yep. I see that SPW in 12th and Kristaps in 14th have stayed on the soft compound tyre. Everyone else outside the top 10, including Mike in 10th, is on the medium.
So SPW's going to go aggressive and see if he can make up some positions early on the medium tyre runners around him.
Jensen's decided to start on mediums as well, so...
It's the only right decision for him.
Yeah. We'll have to try and look in 3 places at once here. We need to be at the front, at the back, in the middle.
Well, if you be at the front, I'll be with Jensen. Tyre strategy saying a 1-stop soft to hards or a 2-stop soft medium, but I think they'll all be pushing soft medium as long as it's dry and without safety cars.
We may even see some of these push the soft tyre a bit longer if it is raining later.
You just got to be careful that you don't lose too much time doing that. You just got to be on the right tyre at the right time. There's no point pushing and pushing if you're just losing a second and a half a lap at that point.
No. We'll keep that on position change for the start. As Connor makes his way around the final half little corner. Very tight circuit as well, so these will be very cautious into turn one.
Turn one can be congested quite quickly if you get somebody who gets not the greatest start, somebody gets a flyer, you can end up with 2 or 3 wide quite easily.
Yeah.
Which has reproven you can do 2 wide into that corner, but I'll leave you to take us away and I'll keep an eye on Jensen.
1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're off. And it looks like Saucy got a better start than Connor there, and Sparks got a better one than Shifters, so they'll take the inside.
Oh, huge accident in the back. Huge accident in the back. Range and SPW have had a massive shunt at the back. That was a huge accident. I don't know if one of them got a slow start, but that was a massive accident, and that's a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car.
It could be a full safety car. SPW is out of the race, unfortunately. Don't know what happened there, but him and Rage had a massive coming together, literally within a few metres of setting off from the start line.
Well, the biggest person who's gained there is Chris. He's moved up 5 places into 8th there.
But Jensen's also gained 3
Jensen's
just
gained 3
at the back.
just by that. Saucy almost got past Connor there. He had slightly a better start. Obviously, Sparks got past Shifters there as well. He had a great start.
Looking at that, Rage started 6th. And SPW started 12th, so I'm not quite sure how they ended up that close together on the start line, to be honest.
Oh.
Something's happened there for them two to get that close. Either Rage just had a really bad start, or SPW's had an absolute flyer.
SPW is known for his good starts. Hopefully he will let us know in the chat. It's a long virtual safety car, this. It's done a lap, almost.
Yeah, this game likes to draw out the safety cars for reasons I haven't quite figured out yet.
Oh, Snow Larry's pit, and so has Mr. Rage.
Mr. Rage had got damage, yeah. Oh, but he's going to end up double stacking behind his teammate. Oh, this has not worked out for them at all. But they both needed front wings, that's the issue.
And the VSC's done, and we're off.
VSC has ended. Oh, this has really not worked out well for Rage, unfortunately. Still a long way to go, but it's going to be a double stack and a wing change. He's gone back onto the soft tyre, I believe, by the looks of it. Does that indicate that there might be rain coming? So that's a strange strategy to go back onto softs.
Well, hards wouldn't go, and soft medium was probably the only other choice. You could have done medium.
I'd have done the mediums just because then you've got your mandatory tyre done, and then you've got a free choice later on if safety cars or other things happen. But at the front, Connor's a second clear already. Saucy looks like he's struggling a little bit with shifters behind him, and Sparks and Smalley all in close proximity. In fact, the first 8 are all in close proximity of each other.
Yeah, Nelly's dropped back a little bit. Chris is holding on.
Jensen update, he's now up to 13th. And chasing down FRL Charlie for 12th as Mike drops down. Oh, there's a bit of contact in the middle there.
Who's on the outside? Nelly? That is Nelly.
Nelly's
he might have wing damage. Jensen's got through as well. I don't know if he's going to try a move on Charlie here. He might have a little bit of a run. He's gone for the inside
got the
line.
DRS. Oh, it's tight. Risky move when you're going for the championship, but he's made it stick.
He's made it stick. We'll try and get some of these. All the top 7, 8, 9. Jensen's just going to sit on the back of these guys at the moment. Connor has pulled away. He's already out of DRS. Saucy's not doing too bad. He's pulled over half a second gap to shifters, but Smalley needs points, and he needed to get a good start, and he has. He's moved up 3 from 8th to 5th.
Been a few that have had good starts. So Smalley's had a good start. Pelly's up 2, Chris is up 5, Bullerjat's up 6, Jensen's up 6, Charlie's up 4.
Is anyone close to each other? Everyone's got DRS here.
Yeah, and Jensen's now on the back of Mike pretty quickly, and he's going up the inside of Mike on the main straight, and yep, he's now up into 10th. And Bullerjat doesn't look like he's got the pace to keep up with that next group, so he's going to become a bit of a sitting duck for Jensen on this next straight potentially.
Yeah, Jensen needs to get past Bullerjat as quick as he can. Bullerjat's actually moved over quite hard.
Oh, Jensen's gone really hard to the inside. Wow, he's not gone. I thought he might have tried the outside line there, to be honest. It looked like there was more room the other way.
Chris is doing well to keep on with these. Pelly's having a good race at the moment. He's sticking up with these 2 in 7th. Macho and Smalley are going side by side through sector 2.
All the way around the hairpin.
Brilliant.
And they're going to carry on up the hill, and Smalley should get that though, because he's got the inside line. Macho's going to hang it around the outside.
Oh, Pelly's going to creep through as well. He might have to go around the outside.
Yeah, Smalley's done well there. He's held that nicely around the inside, and that's him through into 5th.
I think Saucy might be under a bit of trouble here as well. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, Eco Shifter's going to get him quite easily, actually, before even getting anywhere near the start line.
Sparks isn't close enough. Macho's got past Smalley here as well.
Oh, a yellow flag and Rage, I think, is spun in sector 2.
Yeah, it's taken him across the grass.
Yeah.
Jensen's moved up to 9th. He's side by side with Bullerjat there. He has got past Bullerjat. I'm not sure who's going to get that DRS here. Bullerjat
was Bullerjat.
He's going to have to go the long way around the outside.
Jensen's really tried to defend that hard. We've done the 2 at turn 4, seeing a lot of action. Dear.
Bullerjat just caught the back of Jensen's.
I think he hit Mike, actually.
Yeah, he did. He caught the back of Jensen's car, and as he's turned back, he's obviously swerved across the road, and I think he's just hit Mike. Hopefully Mike has... I don't think he'll have... Oh, he has. He might not have damage here. Sparks is going to get a run here. Are they going to get past?
No visible damage, but Mike does look like he's struggling a little bit. I think he might have damage, Mike there, but maybe not.
Is Saucy going to make a move here? He's looked at the inside. No. Sparks has caught up as well. That might be a good idea, because obviously he'll get DRS in this second DRS zone.
The thing is, though, that's helping Connor here is these 3 are battling for second place, and he's just kind of driving away. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 1.
Well, Chris just got past Pelly there. It may have been Pelly. He slowed right down, and he's not sure if he's got damage.
Oh, he's really wide off track.
Jensen's now got through. That's moved him up to 8th now. He's going to be hunting down Chris. There's a 4-second gap, more or less, to them. Chris just needs to find another couple of tenths he can keep on the back of these ones with DRS. These three, though, second, third, and fourth, they look like they're pulling away from Macho, and they're having a great battle here.
So just an update on Mike, I'm guessing he did have damage because he's been in the pit and just come back out, so I'm guessing he did have to box for a new wing.
Yeah,
Is Saucy going to have a go at shifters again? Oh, into turn
he's
one,
closer, he's a lot closer
close.
this time. Yeah, he's going to fly past him this time.
Yeah, that was nice and easy in the end, into turn one, but that should give shifters the DRS into the retroposter straight.
That's a bad exit from shifters there. Sparks is going to get past him, I think.
No,
no, he's not. He doesn't have the
not
straight line speed.
He's also not using any ERS right now. I think Sparks is just sitting there kind of biding his time more than anything, because the other two ahead of him are using quite a bit more ERS than he is, especially Saucy. He's down to 30% already.
Yeah. They aren't. Connor's not extending his. Oh, he's just took out another 10th, but he's not exactly extending that. Charlie just got overtaken there by Chris Stats.
He's not extending, but he's sat comfortably. He could just be tyre saving at this point and just trying to extend his stint, knowing that he's got a comfortable gap and doesn't really need to be pushing as hard as he could do at this point. He can pump in some quicker laps at a later time if he needs to.
Macho's just closed that gap to within a second to Sparks, so he's pushed on a little bit.
It's second, third and fourth fighting with each other, starting to kind of push them back into the hands of Macho now.
Shifters might not be close enough here.
He's not this time. But Saucy's going to start to have an issue with ERS here. I mean, the two cars behind him are above 70 and 90%, whereas he's down at 20%.
Chris got past Smalley there into turn one. I just caught the end of that, but obviously Smalley's going to get the DRS. Chris has gone on the inside to defend, and he's
held it nicely. Well defended, yeah.
Smalley is coming around the outside. He looks like he has a bit more straight line speed. Those soft tyres haven't given up quite as yet.
Ooh, side by side with the hill. That's brilliant racing.
Oh, it's a bad camera angle from that. They've been side by side. Oh, Chris lost traction slightly.
Yeah, he did. And
he lost traction.
Going to gift Jensen the position he needs, I think. Oh, not quite. Chris has just got back on the road.
Yeah, he's just got back on the road, but that's unlucky for Chris. I don't think he's got damage. I think Jensen might try and go around the outside of him here.
And that... Oh, no, Chris has held him off.
Chris has held him off.
Trying by the pair of them.
Oh, Chris's tyres are still a bit...
yeah, a little bit overheated. Slippery. Yeah, and that's Jensen up into championship winning position now.
Yep, if he stays there or anywhere further up, he will take the championship home.
9 laps to go from last to 7th.
Have we got anyone close here? Chris Stats has just overtaken Charlie there as well, going down the straight. Charlie got caught on that first curb. He's going round and he's backed into that same bit of wall that he did in quali.
Oh,
exactly the same.
Yeah, it is.
There's a virtual safety car.
It's nearly an identical incident for him.
Yeah, it pretty much was. I was on board because Chris Stats just got past him, and as he's turning off that curb, he's just completely lost it and gone into the...
it's now a full safety car.
It is a full safety car. We may see some of the soft people box onto hards, or they might...
It would probably kind of make sense to maybe think about getting off them soft tyres. They're probably only going to do 15, 16 laps.
Yeah, they've only got another
You're over halfway through the stint, so you're probably best to get off them at this point.
We'll see.
It's a free pit stop at the end of the day. It would make sense. It's a free pit stop. Oh, and Chris Stats is going to drive through for speeding under the safety car.
Which is not...
So Connor's in, Saucy's in, Shifters in, Sparks in, Macho in, Smalley in.
Is Jensen going to go into first?
Jensen won't go in. There's no point. He's still in the middle of it. Oh, Bullard Jack now.
Got one as well.
Yeah, there's no point in Jensen boxing. He's on the mediums and kind of now sitting pretty.
Oh, Chris is sitting quite pretty as well, actually, after his slide. He's now up into second place.
Well, that is last to first in 10 laps.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
And Nelly's doing quite alright, actually, because he's done the mediums as well, and he's up 8 places into third.
So Saucy came out in front of Connor. I don't know, Connor might have had a bit of damage, or he missed his release, but he must have lost quite a bit of time there.
Yeah, because he would have had a 2-second gap going in, so he's either been... Yeah, there's a slow pit stop there, surely.
I was going to say Adam didn't pit before him, but Adam's just come out the pit, so I'm not really sure what happened there. He might have needed a bit of wing. He might have been missing a little bit of...
yeah, an end plate.
Possibly.
So let's just kind of slow down, take stock. So Jensen's gone from last to first, now leads on mediums, only needing 7th to win the championship. Chris is up into second, Evan started 13th on the mediums as well, and Nelly's up from 11th to 3rd, also on mediums. Then we get into the people that have made pit stops, which is Saucy, who's now in on mediums, Connor, who's done the same, Sparks, Eco Shifters and Macho all boxed for mediums, as well as Smalley. Chris Stapps has also boxed, but he now has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Adam has boxed down in 11th, and Bullard Jats is down in 12th, but he's also got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. And then Mike is down in 13th, having had we believe needed to pit for a new wing, and Sean Larry's had a new wing and pitted, and the same for Mr. Rage, who's now gone onto the hard tyres, having made a second stop. With Pelly, must have also had a wing change, I think, when he stopped, he's now down to 16th and onto the mediums. So that, as we're on lap 11, is where we are.
I'm not sure if Chris Stapps just tried to do his drive-through, but he's re-pitted.
Yes, that's not going to work.
But I'm not sure if he's going to go soft-soft just to change the compound of tyre. I don't think mediums can do 25 laps.
So yeah, Chris Stapps has done soft, medium, soft.
Yeah, he put mediums on and now he's gone back to soft. Adam is also on softs in 10th there. They're the only two on soft, and Rage is the only one who's put the hard compound on.
Yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars that have done 2 stops now. So Chris Stapps has done 2, Mike, Sean Larry, Rage and Pelly have all done 2 stops currently.
Rage will be going to the end. The guys on the mediums, they might be able to.
I think it's going to have to be try to get to the end. If it goes on at the end, stick on a centimetre soft, fair enough, but they're going to have to try and push it to the end now. Your likes of Mike and Sean Larry have got to push it to the end.
Yeah, because Jensen, Chris and Nelly, they're obviously going to have to box at some point in the next 11 laps.
Not quite sure what Chris Stapps' strategy was there, if I'm honest. He put on the medium tyre, which probably at this point in the race is the best race tyre right now for the mid-stint, and he's now put softs back on, so I'm not quite sure what the thinking is on that one. And he's going to have to serve a drive-through, so he'll drop to the back of the field.
Adam's done it, I think, because he started on the medium and he knows he can go soft.
Penalties. Nelly has a 5-second penalty, so is he sped in the pit lane?
No, because he hasn't pit yet. He must have hit someone under the safety car. Not under the safety car. He may have cut... Can you get 5 seconds for cutting a corner a bit much?
No, it's 3, but let's have a look actually.
Oh yeah, you can look, can't you?
Incidents. He had an accident with Sean Larry apparently, and it would have been on lap 1 actually, so he's had that for quite a while.
Ah.
So I wonder if that was under the VSC at the start.
That could have been. Everyone
has should be back racing on this lap, I believe. Yeah, so the front 3 are on 11 lap old mediums. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars are on fresh mediums.
Safety
Adam
car
on
is
fresh softs, and Chris Stapps on fresh softs.
I think Jensen will be happy that he's got Nelly and Chris as a kind of bit of a safety here, so he can try and get away a little bit.
Is he going to leave this late? I mean, you'd think the strategy is don't go till you hit the line here, because otherwise you're just dragging everybody down the straight behind you.
Chris is saying, oh, Jensen's gone. Chris has missed that.
Really, yes,
Nelly did not miss that though. He's right behind Chris. Sosti went like, 5-second penalty for snarl collision with Mike there. As Connor's gone around the outside of Sosti there, he's going to have the inside line. I think Connor's made that
through.
stick.
Yes. Sosti's going to try and come back at the inside, I think. No, into turn 4.
Yes,
yeah, really late. Ooh, Connor's held it nicely on the outside.
Oh, and we've got Sparks looking at the outside as well, Saucy, but Connor's got through. That's a brilliant move from him round that first sector there.
Oh, Saucy's hit the back of Connor.
Connor's managed to hold it. I'll tell you what though, Shifters has just passed both of them going up the... Oh, he's been tagged a little bit as well.
And now Sparks is trying to join this little party.
Trying to come up the inside as well. Macho's going to have the inside line going around the second last corner here. And then...
Oh, but Sparks has held it nicely. And there's now a proper train happening here. Saucy's got away, Connor's got away. Jensen's half a second up on Chris at the minute. Which is, he's comfortable now for where he needs to be, because obviously Connor's nearest title rival is now 3 places behind him. Granted, Jensen does have to stop, so he would probably want to try and stretch.
Macho and Sparks are going side by side there. I think Sparks
has spun.
Yeah, and he tagged someone. I think he tagged Smalley. Yeah,
so Smalley's round, Sparks is round. Mike's now up into 9th, just passing Adam into turn 4.
Oh, is Snow Larry going to get up the inside of him as well? Yes, he is, Adam. That was probably safe for you.
Oh, Macho's had a bit of a moment at the top of the hill. As positions 3, 4, 5 and 6 are all line astern.
These new mediums though, they haven't exactly got past these 3 at the front yet.
No, because Nelly's doing kind of a cork in the bottle at the minute.
He's doing very well to hold up Connor.
If Connor clears Nelly though, I think he will jump onto the back of Chris quite quickly. I think at the minute he's just waiting for DRS so he can get through Nelly. But Saucy's going to have a go behind Connor, I think, into turn 1.
Saucy's got a lot more
really good run on him.
Speed.
Oh, he's kind of braked early on, backed out of that one into turn 1, to be fair, as we go through the centre S's.
Yeah, he's conceded it.
Yeah, we're going to the Retro Poster straight for the first time with DRS since the safety car.
Is Connor going to be close enough here? Connor's had a mad drive out of there. He's going to pass Nelly very easily. Saucy's come past as well.
And Saucy's gone through as well. Wow. Was that a bit tactical, maybe? Teammates trying to work together there with Saucy and Nelly?
I would think so. Even though Nelly's looking up the inside of Saucy again. He's got to deal with Shifters behind him now as well. And Macho.
And Chris is now much closer to Jensen now. DRS has been activated. Goes down the Retro Poster straight. He'd have had it for the first time.
Connor, yeah, I was going to say Connor's outside of that DRS zone, but he's just crept back into it.
Yeah, as soon as he got clear of Nelly, he was going to start to really wheel the front two, and I think just look with the fresher tyres at this point. As he comes into the second to last corner, yeah, he's just got so much more grip and traction out of the turns at the minute.
Sparks going round there. Sparks has had a problem in sector 2. He's going round as a yellow flag, but he's moving, or he was moving. I think he's now stopped again. Yeah, he's raced, unfortunately, taking the unfortunate turn. Oh,
these guys Chris might be having a look at Jensen into the second straight here. Oh, but he's not got the greatest exit. Wide. Yeah, he didn't get a good exit out of turn 3. And that's given Jensen just a nice, easy ride down into turn 4 and not be under attack on this lap.
Oh, there is a couple. Macho's going up the inside of Nelly here. Nelly's starting to drop back a little bit, but he's got quite a little bit of a gap there to Mike, which isn't too bad. Ecos Sparks just got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he has...
And Ecos has retired.
Retired in the pit lane.
His car will come back on track, but hopefully shouldn't cause any issues.
Connor's caught right up... Sorry, Rob. Connor's caught right up to the back of Chris here as well.
Yeah, he was always going to do on them fresher tyres.
Yeah. Oh, Chris is going wide.
I think Chris is starting to struggle a little bit.
Connor has gone up the inside of him.
And we might get a change of lead in the not too distant future, but Chris has got a really good run out of the final corner. Oh, but he's gone too close to Connor.
He just tagged him, didn't he, by accident? Yeah. He might even lose out. I don't think Shifters will get past him here.
He's just not close enough. Oh, he's going to have a go though. It's turn 1. He's way too late.
Oh, he's tagged Saucy as well.
It's a dangerous move. That is really dangerous. He's just brake far too late there.
And Macho's got through on Ecos Shifters. Macho's going to get run on Chris here. I think he'll get past him on the outside. It's going to be closer than I thought it was here. He can brake so much later on those...
Chris has held it on the inside though.
He's doing really well on those tyres. 17 laps sold, 16 laps sold now.
Nelly's now down to 7th and starting to slip away from this group ahead of him.
We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. That is I think
That is Smalley going
Smalley
slow, is it?
It's one of the, no, it's Bullard Jat. As you look like in sector 1 and 2. So, Kristaps, I think, just had a slight problem.
Bullard Jet's actually doing donuts in the middle of the Retroposter straight at the minute. I think his tyres are a little bit short at this point, and he's...
Connor's going to have retired. A look at Jensen here.
Bullard Jet's retired from the session in the middle of the track, unfortunately.
I hope it doesn't.
I hope that doesn't cause a safety car.
Well, Connor's just got past Jensen here. Oh, and Sossi's looking up the inside to outside of him as well. Very close driving with all these guys here. Is that... It's not going to bring a safety car out. No, that's good. Green flags anyway now.
Oh, Chris just lost it into turn 4 and Shifter's gone straight up the inside of him. Chris just seems to be struggling a little bit sometimes under braking. Just back end starting to square on him just ever so slightly.
He has got Nelly behind him, but Snarl Larry's now closed that 2-second gap up, and he's right on the back of these guys as well. So all the way down to 9th place, these guys are all within a second of each other. 3 of them still need to pit: Jensen, Chris, and Nelly.
And Jensen, if he's not careful, won't get DRS. He's starting to just drop away. Yeah, he's not going to get DRS, I don't think, on this straight. Over us, it's 1.1 seconds, he won't get DRS, and Saucy's going to have an easy run into turn 1.
Is he? No, he's not.
It's going to be done before turn 1.
Saucy's straight past Jensen. Macho is going to be coming up the back of him now as well. They're on 10 lap older tyres. And you can see, Macho's had a little wobble. He's managed to hold it quite well though. He didn't lose out too much time to Shifters behind him. He's still got DRS. Chris is outside of DRS now on Shifters, so Snarl Larry will be looking to catch up with these now and overtake. And Adam's got past Pelly there. So he's on that soft compound still. I think Pelly's going to try and move around the outside in sector 2. Adam's going to hold the inside line.
Yeah, it's covered that up quite nicely. Park it on the apex, and the car behind's got nowhere to go.
Adam will be alright for another little bit of the lap anyway. As we come down the straight, I think Jensen's just inside DRS this time, so I don't think Macho's going to get past him. Jensen is not pitting.
No, it's now when does Jensen decide to pick. So at the minute he's going to drop, obviously, right to the back of the field. Besides, probably going to come out around Rage. Around Rage and Kristaps, I would say.
I think Macho might have him here as well. He's got a lot better run coming out. Straight line speed's exactly the same. I don't think he'll be able to on this
Yellow
attempt.
Flag, and
oh, is that Pelly?
Nelly's had an accident. No, it's Nelly.
It is Nelly. He's going round in at the beginning.
He's now down to 12. He's going to need to get off them tyres and maybe just go and chuck some softs on, I think.
So Nelly's tyres are done. Jensen's still holding up with Sosli there. Macho's caught up the back. Eco Shifters is still there. Snarl Larry's got past Chris there. He's going to literally be on the back of these guys.
Jensen's now probably holding up the 2 Haas cars behind him.
Is Jensen going to pit? And when does he pit?
Well, his strategy's easy now. We've had a safety car. It's definitely onto the softs. It's just when he decides to box. I mean, Macho's going to get in here.
Macho's flying past him.
Once he loses out to Shifters, he can probably start thinking to settle into his own strategy and just make a gap or find a gap to then just box for his softs and run to the end.
Well, yeah, at the moment as well, he's kind of being dragged along with DRS as well, which is helping him.
Because once you get past Sean Larry, there's Chris and Mike, and then behind them there's actually a little bit of gap to where Adam and Pelly are still fighting. As Pelly's going to go down the inside into turn 4. That should be an easy move done. Yeah, he's got it done this time into turn 4.
Rage is still there on his hard compound. He's still going round, so he'll definitely jump a few people when they all box. Oh, Adam was looking up the inside of Pelly now as they go through sector 2.
It's just not going to be able to make that stick on the inside. It's not going to work that line, unfortunately. It's just a run too wide for hairpin.
I think his softs are slightly starting to go off now, 10 laps old. With 15 laps left, he'll probably look to pit in the next 2 or 3 laps. Ecos Shifters is getting past Jensen this lap. Jensen has pitted as well. Jensen's pit.
Right, so this is now where is Jensen going to come out? He's going to come out behind Rage. It's just whether he clears Kristaps and Nelly, which I think he should do quite comfortably, actually. Yeah, he's cleared them two quite easily in the end.
Well, at the moment,
and Chris boxed at the same time with him.
Right, okay. Well, Jensen's only 2.5 seconds behind Rage. He's got a 10-second time penalty. Chris has 6. Mike and Snarl Larry both have 5. Oh,
Kristaps had a spin in turn 1.
That was Kristaps, wasn't it? OTL Dix Enormous is going to still try and go side by side with Pelly. These two are having an absolutely brilliant race.
Chris is hanging on really well till he's on old softs there, to be fair. Sorry, not Chris, Adam.
Adam, yeah.
But this is bringing Rage kind of right back into their fight, to be honest, because he's only 1.7 seconds behind them now.
Smalley's just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Macho's, not Macho, Shifters is going to have Macho here. Two Haas teammates pulling each other around. That'd be good for their constructors' points anyway.
It's whether they can work together and get on the back of Saucy and then start working towards Connor. Yeah, they're kind of nicely DRSing off each other at the moment, Macho and Shifters. Swap positions back again on the back straight. And as long as they don't hold each other up in the mid-sector, this could work, start dragging them back towards Saucy a little bit.
They have pulled out about 2-3 tenths off of Snarl Larry as well by doing that, so Chris has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. That's his first one.
Jensen's on the back of
Rage here. He's going to go up the inside.
Hill. Yeah, well, that was moved done and dusted. Rage didn't fight that one too hard.
He'll be catching up with Adam and Pelly here. These two are having a brilliant race. He should dive past these quite easily with the soft compound.
And these are the two positions that he needs. These are the two cars right here for the championship for him. I think Adam's tyres are going off now. He's really beginning to struggle. Jensen will have DRS by the end of this lap on Adam.
Shifters is getting back past Macho into turn 1 down the DRS again.
Yeah, that's going to be a continual thing for now.
Between them two, it's brilliant. And then
it's going to be a continuous thing. Let's try and pull them towards Saucy, but it isn't actually working. They're losing time to him at the moment.
They're losing time to Saucy, but they've just Snarl Larry's just lost another 2-3 tenths to them. So I think they're gaining on Snarl Larry. Mike's doing really well at the moment. He's up into 6th. He's got a big gap behind him. Jensen's up the inside of Adam here. Adam was struggling a little bit on his softs. He pulled back from Pelly there.
Yeah, and Jensen just put in the fastest lap as well, so if that remains, that'll be another point for him for fastest lap.
Adam's just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. He's now on 9, but he's got a nice little gap behind him.
He's going to have to box again on them title lap to be honest.
Oh yeah, he will, yeah, of course. He should actually, I think he's boxing in the next couple of laps.
I think by the end of this lap, Jensen will be back up into the 7th place that he needs. It's going to be a stretch for him to gain any more places after that though, because he's got a 10-second gap to Mike.
Shifters and Macho, they're battling each other here. They're not letting each other through very easily. Jensen just flowed past Pelly there with DRS. He's going to want to catch up to Mike. Macho gets back in front. These two have literally swapped since
since they got back together. Since they both passed Jensen, they basically just swap positions every lap.
Yeah, pretty much. Adam's now boxed. Smalley, I don't think will get past him. No, he won't. Possibly. Yes, is anyone close? Pelly and Jensen's pulled off Pelly. Jensen's got he's in championship. He wins in championship if he stays where he is. He's got 9 seconds to close on Mike. Pelly almost went round, but he managed to hold it as well. I don't know if he's struggling on those mediums. I don't think he's had them on for too
Shifters
long.
Is going to go for Macho again into turn 1, is it? No, he's this time decided to wait for the second straight, which is probably... Macho's going to lost it.
Shifters May have
Shifters
got a
will get
warning
this.
there.
Yeah, he should have done, but Shifters will get this move done easy into turn 4 now.
Neither of these have a time penalty, so if that was a warning, this would be very good if they can hold
just
out to
how-
the end.
They're not going to catch
They're
Saucy
not
doing
catching
this though.
Saucy, no. They're
No,
2.2 seconds behind.
Yeah, they're losing about a 10th lap at this rate.
They have pulled out another 5/10 on Snow Larry though, so
Jensen is flying up on the back of Mike. He's taking out 2 seconds in less than 2 laps now.
wow.
So he's on at that rate. He'll catch Mike well before the end, and it's then whether he'll catch Sean Larry as well.
How many
For
laps? He's
fifth
got
place.
10 laps. He may catch 10 laps. Oh, is Macho gonna? No, Macho might be a bit far behind now. He's got DRS, but he might not be able to overtake this time.
No, they're too far back from there also. Jensen's now down to under 7 seconds behind Mike.
Saucy's just
Oh,
picked up
Saucy
his
with the time penalty.
Ooh.
That now brings the 2 Hasses right back into the fight for second and third.
Yes, it does, because they are 2 seconds off of him at the moment. He needs to try and pull out another second without getting another 3 warnings. Connor's still out front. I think
He's comfortable now.
Yeah, he is comfortable.
Yeah, because the Saucy's not catching him, and now with that time penalty, that's just Connor's race just to finish off now, as long as there's no late safety car or anything to throw a spanner in the works.
Well, Connor has the point for a pole. He won't get fastest lap because obviously Jensen's put that up on the softs. Unless, like you say, there's a safety car, he can box and try and get it. Smalley's had to pit again. So I think Smalley will be out of the championship now. I think he actually needed to win today to have any chance to continue on Jensen.
Jensen will cement this anyway. He's now down to 5 seconds behind Mike. It's coming down at about 1.6 seconds a lap, I think.
This is his championship to lose if he makes a mistake. But the way he has driven all season, apart from Bahrain,
It'd have to be a big mistake at this point. He's put about 6 seconds on Pelly now as well, so he's comfortable now. At the pace he's going, he'll catch Sean Larry and end up 5th. Ooh, as Chris has just
overtaken Pelly. Chris is on quite a bit of a charge here. He's 6.5 seconds behind Jensen, but can he catch up with Mike and Larry?
Not been monitoring that gap, but let's have a look over the next sort of lap and a half. He's got 8 laps.
Well, they're on
so he needs to be doing
17th lap.
He needs to be doing 8/10 minimum a lap to be catching up. So let's see what it is by the end of this lap. Oh, Pelly's gone round. Pelly's hit the wall. Oh, he's kept it going though, so it shouldn't cause a safety car.
No,
he does. I think he will have wing damage.
Too close to him. Mr. Rage will get past him. No, that's green. In all that, Snow Larry just did a 1:10.5.
Yeah, Pelly's got front wing damage. He's gonna have to box.
So Snow Larry's doing a 1:10.5. Chris is doing a 1:9. So he's 1.5 seconds quicker per lap with 7 laps left.
Jensen can now see
he can
Mike.
Catch Mike.
He's actually taking a little bit of time out of Jensen on that lap as Chris. Not massive amounts, but he's taking a 10th or so.
Adam's now up into the top 10. That's a brilliant effort from him. I think he's got quite a few penalties, but it'll be a shame if
he'll have a reasonable gap. He's got 8 seconds to Nelly.
I think he's got 9
6
seconds.
at the minute?
No,
he's got 9. Okay.
Yeah, he'll need something to happen. If he catches up with Rage, I know he's 11 seconds behind, but if Rage has a problem, he's still on his hard tyre actually. He's done quite well to race with his hards from that safety car. But all these guys on the mediums, Macho's still within shifters.
Jensen's pace is now 109.4, so he's dropped off a little bit, but he's still catching at enough of a rate to catch Mike. He's down to 3 seconds. The win's sewn up, I think. Second place.
I don't know if it is. He's added 6/10 to that time since all one. Now 7 since we were there. They're 2.5 seconds behind him now.
Saucy is borderline to be on the podium at the minute.
Chris has just picked up a time penalty, so that now won't help him, even if he does catch Mike, because Mike's is only a 5 second and Chris has 6, so... And he's just picked up a 10-second time penalty.
He's gone across the grass, yeah.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, he's out. Chris is out, I'm afraid.
I think he lost traction at the top of the hill. We'll try and catch it on Mr. Reid.
Yeah, he's backwards into the wall, off to the left.
There's a yellow flag. He's off the track enough. That's not going to be a safety car.
No, it should be fine, that. As Jensen can now really see the back of Mike's car. It's down to 1.9 seconds. And that helps Adam, because that puts Adam into 9th now. Even with his penalties, he should still get top 10.
Nelly's boxed. Nelly's... Has Nelly boxed? No, he's lost some time though.
It hasn't. It was the timing screen just sorting itself. It showed him 32 seconds behind. It's now down to 9 again.
Nah.
But he has lost a second to Adam because he was only 8.1. She said Adam needed a second.
Yep.
And Adam's now got that second.
But Adam's also moved up a place anyway.
Yeah, with Chris retiring, so that puts him into the top 10 guaranteed now.
Pelly looks like he's got a bit of pace. He is on brand new softs. So he's actually going to fly past Nelly here, I think. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Adam's picked up a time penalty.
Oh, he's got 12 seconds. That's not helpful because he'll lose 2 places here. Nelly's just picked up. Oh, Nelly's round. Oh, and he smashed the front of his car. I don't think he's got wing. He's going to have to do the whole lap with no wing here.
Helps. That means Adam should definitely stay top 10 now.
Yes, he will. And Macho's got past Shifters there again. They are still both within that 3-second gap of Saucy with 4 or 5 laps to go.
And Jensen now has the RS on Mike, so by the end of this lap, if not on the next straight, he will have him.
And they're not far off Snarl Larry there either, are they?
They are both catching up a little bit at a time.
Snarl Larry's actually lost another 2 seconds to those two in front, so they've definitely pushed on there.
Yeah, Jensen will be in 6th by the end of this lap.
Is he going to try and go for Mike around the outside?
Oh, yeah. Mike's not 40.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yellow flag, sector 2.
Who's this?
Connor's round, the leader's gone. Round.
We'll try and catch it on Snarl Larry's. He's lost it through sector 2.
He's back going again. I mean, I kind of reminisce of us. We kind of thought that Connor had checked out up front and he's lost it in the middle of sector 2 and his tyres have gone. He's now down to 4th and Sean Larry's going to be right on the back of him and probably pass him up the next straight as well. Yeah, Connor's got no grip at all.
No, he hasn't. And Snarl Larry almost went into the back of him. Jensen might even get
Jensen's going to get them both.
Here. Yes, he is. You look at the run he's got on both of them. Look at the run
he's got. He will literally drive around the outside of both of them without even batting an eyelid. He's going to be up into the top 4.
Snarl Larry's going to have Connor up his... Oh no, Connor's conceded that and just snuck him behind. So Jensen's now in front of him. That should for Jensen wrap up the title.
The title's wrapped up. He's only got 3 laps, otherwise he possibly could have got on the podium after all this. Oh, but Sean Larry's going to go up the inside of Jensen and stick his nose at turn 4. Oh, that was a risky move.
He's going to be done by Connor as well around the outside there.
That was a bit of a silly move. He probably should have just tried to stick with Jensen and keep using the DRS to keep ahead of Connor.
Macho has now got out of Shifter's DRS here. He's going to try and... He's definitely... Well, actually, he's caught up with Saucy by a
Macho on tight. He's now winning the race because Saucy has a 3-second penalty, so Macho wins this race.
He's caught him up by a second anyway. I think Saucy had a slight little issue. He's lost a bit of time. Shifters, if these boys want to get a 1-2 in the
Shifters needs to find half a second.
He does need to find half a second. Jensen's
but he needs to worry about. Yeah, he needs to worry about Jensen behind him. He's just taking 8/10 out of him on his lap.
Yes. Connor's quite close to Jensen as well. There's not much he can do. His tyres are...
They've now switched back on a little bit. I think the temperature's come back under control and he might have a go at Jensen into turn 4 here, you know. Because he's not quite going to be close enough, I don't think.
No, he's
Jensen's run out of ERS, he's clipping.
Oh, he is. Connor's got more... He's got 70%, so...
Eco Shifters doesn't look like he's got the tyres left to get this podium now. He's now dropped to 2.5 seconds behind his teammate.
Jensen's just caught a second up on him as well.
Yeah,
So
I wonder if he's had a moment somewhere.
Is Jensen going to be able to? He has got
get a podium?
wing, hasn't he? He's got his get a podium out of this.
He needs to find 4 seconds in 2 laps. That's not going to be easy. Oh, has Nelly had an accident? He's got 10 seconds for corner cutting.
He might be round. Yeah, he's going round.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
He's still going round though. He's just got back through. So Sossi's being caught by Macho, but very slowly now. But with that 3-second time penalty.
Jensen's got it down to 3.5. Can he do this in 2 laps? It's a push.
He's got a car in between him as well. Smalley's car's going to give him DRS coming up this first straight.
Yes, it is. It's down to 3.2.
Smalley's not in his car anyway. Is that DRS? That's DRS for Jensen, so he's going to catch up even further now.
And that helps him defend against Connor as well.
Yellow flag. Who's that going around? Is that Nelly again?
Nelly's car, sorry.
Yeah.
There'll be no safety car this late. Down to 2.7. It's just going to be too much.
Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit.
It'd need a monster middle sector here to really catch this up.
His shifters, his tyres completely gone though. He is struggling.
But that's 2.2. Sean Larry's now past Connor.
Oh, Connor's gone off. Gone sideways. He's had a big issue.
Or has he just lost the back end again?
Mike's now moved up. Jensen's 1.8 seconds off him.
Can he do this?
Past Connor.
Yellow flag in sector 3. That's Nelly's car just going in the pit lane.
1.6. That's another 2/10. He has lost a little bit of time there, actually.
Yeah, he's not got much ERS left, I think that is what's Jensen's problem.
Neither's shifters, though. He's only got 10%. Jensen's got slightly more. I think it might
Connor's
be
repassed Mike into turn 1. But Michael will have the DRS going up the next straight.
Who's off there? Snow Larry's just gone off.
Sean Larry's way off.
He's going to lose 2 positions here, I think.
Could Mike get both of them? No, he's too far back on Connor to get both of them.
He won't get Connor, but he's got past Snow Larry. He had an issue in
Jensen's now 8/10 behind.
Half a lap, pretty much, to...
He might be able to get him on the final straight.
This could be it. He's right behind him.
Is that Glock moment? Unfortunately, just won't be to decide the title because he's already wrapped that up. But he's going to be right. He's going to get him, I think. He'll get him on the final straight, surely.
Pelly's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. We'll see how that pans out after we watch the end of this. Macho is not close enough to Sossi to pass him, but he will finish in front of him.
He will win the race.
Is Jensen going to have enough? I don't think he is here,
It's going to be very tight. He's going to be on the line. No, the line comes up too early, I think.
He's going to do it?
Oh,
he has done it.
Jensen's done it. He's a third box drive.
Ecos Shifters went out wide instead of going towards
He got a puncture.
Who
He's got a puncture, that's why.
Oh, Shifters has got a puncture. Oh, wow, he's left front tyre.
The tyre gave out in the final corner.
Oh.
So that's how Jensen's been. That's why he's run wide, because the tyres have given out.
Connor finished 5th there. Mike was 6th. That's a good ride from him. Snow Larry come back in 7th in the end. Mr. Rage will bring it home in 8th. We'll try and go with penalties.
Adam's showing 9th, but I'm guessing he'll end up 10th once Pelly comes over the line.
He won't lose out to Chris Stapps. Adam's got a top 10 here as well. That's a brilliant drive from him. Good effort, mate. Pelly did well to finish 9th. Mr. Rage did well in his one stop with the hard compound. It was the right choice, I think, for some. Some can obviously look after their tyres a bit more than others.
Yeah, Shifter's tyres in the end, he'd really pushed them too far, and in the end they had nothing left to give on the final corner, which is just really unfortunate.
Jensen driver of the day from the game. We'll go through the end standings and then we'll invite the top 3 in if I can find them. So Macho won in the end, even though he finished 2nd on the road because of Sossi's 3-second time penalty. So he was first, Sossi 2nd. Jensen, brilliant race. He finished 3rd. He also got fastest lap. Ecos Shifter's very unlucky. He had a puncture on the last corner. He finished 4th. Connor was 5th. Mike was 6th. No, Larry was 7th. Rage did well to get 8th. Pelly was 9th. Adam did very well to finish 10th. Chris Stapps was 11th. Smalley was 12th, but I don't think he was there in the end. Nelly finished 13th. even though he DNF'd, it classified him in the game for 4 laps down, and everyone else from Chris, Bullard, Jats, Sparks, Charlie, and SBW DNF'd. Cool. What a race that was. What a finish.
That really was some good stuff.
Almost identical to Monday's finish.
Yeah.
I will try and invite some people here. I'll just invite Jensen. It's probably easier if he invites them. Well, Jensen's wrapped up the title anyway. I think Connor will feel he should have won that race. Yeah, I don't know if his tyres went or if he just had a lack of concentration, or I'm not really sure what happened. Top 3. Saucy. And was it Macho? Yep. What a race. What an end to a race. There's Macho. Alright. Questions. Yep. We can start. Well, we could start with Macho.
Yeah, Macho. While we're waiting for the other two, how did that race go for you?
Yeah, well, I was trying to do no assist this race, and yeah, before the race, I was doing like 1.8 in qualifying, and I thought like, nah, no way, I'm doing no assist. So I literally had no practice with the ABS on, but in quali, I did a 0.7. I was on a lap where I was 3.5 tenths up, so I could have get pole, but I broke on the grass, so that was a real shame because I'd thrown away my pole there. But anyway, the start was really poor. I had cold tires and I was just a bit too eager, so I activated the overtake way too early. I had a big moment of oversteer. I had wheel spin in 5th gear and I clipped, I think it was Sean Larry. Then he clipped his teammate and it was like a bowling thing. But yeah, from there on I know I had good pace. I had a weird setup because I was running like 4.8 wings, so I was a rocket ship on the straight. Literally, I wasn't even using ERS, I was catching everyone on the straight. So yeah, setup worked out great. Took the W. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it with all the steward reports, but yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, you had a good battle with your teammate. At one point I thought you were kind of working together to pull each other towards Saucy, but then it just turned out you were actually just battling each other and you were actually losing time to the car ahead, so it looked like a really good close battle between the two of you.
Yeah. I was just really thinking tactical, to be honest, because he was overtaking me on the first straight, but he was using up all his ERS, and I got the DRS on the second straight, and I knew I had so much straight line speed that I constantly overtook him again on the second straight. But then I saw indeed that we were losing time to who was it? I don't know even who it was.
It was Saucy you were chasing.
Yeah, Saucy. So I felt like I'm gonna save my tires. I'm gonna sit behind, spare up all my ERS, and then I had 100% ERS. I flew by my teammate and I absolutely used it all in one lap, and I was clear of a second. And then it was just catching up to Saucy, and I saw suddenly Connor in the grass, and yeah, that was a bit of a lucky moment there, but yeah.
Have the other two joined us, Paul?
I'm not sure.
What? I couldn't hear you.
No, just waiting to see if the other two podium finishers have joined us, but I don't think... Oh, Connor Jensen is here. Congratulations, Jensen. You are OTL Elite Champion for the season.
Yes. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting race to see. Was the disqualification intentional? I've got to ask that question just because I want to know if you made it hard on
Yes,
yourself.
it was.
I thought it was.
I was planning to start from the back, do a last to first, because I knew I needed at least 6th to guarantee me the championship. So I felt it was a possibility from the back, and yeah, good bit of fun.
Well, you did last the first in 10 laps. Granted safety car, but you were leading by the 10th lap.
Buller, I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. He forced me on the inside of the grass, and then when I made the move on him, he
clipped the back of your car and then just...
I forced him off the road, which, I mean, he was doing that to everyone else anyway, so... And it was a fair act to do, and then when he came back on track, he seemed to have a little collision with someone, but I don't think it was anything really, just racing.
It didn't look anything major. It looked like he clipped the back of you and then he clipped mine.
He's a very aggressive racer. Yeah. In the end, safety car came out not when I wanted, so I pitted for... Oh, I didn't pit, I stayed out on the mediums because I felt that doing a double pit stop, it isn't really gaining me anything. I'm probably going to get a best like P7 or something. But yeah, in that I managed to keep ahead quite a bit. Then Chris lost out, and then it all started to slowly drop off. But then I went to the softs, and I don't know where the pace came from, but yeah, absolutely loving life on the softs and just clawing my way through. And I saw I was catching up shifters by 1.5 seconds a lap, so I knew I'd be right up behind him for the final corner, and got a bit close. But
he got a puncher. That's why he dragged out wide. He got a puncher on his front left tyre.
Did he?
Yeah.
You beat him on the line because as you go out of junk out the hill, as you go over the brow of the hill, the left-hander, he runs really wide, if you noticed. As he's got to there, the front left tyre's gone. And that's why you've ended up beating him.
Feel very fortunate and very happy to have made that drive from last to P3 to win the championship. Is pretty... I thought I was going to get P5 at one point, which would be fitting for Brazil. We've seen that real F1 in the past, but yeah. After 2 seasons of OTL Elite, I think it's been quite a successful sort of project, but it's continuing as HOR, which has been quite a historical name of previous, like the last 3 years. So bringing that back is going to be quite good, quite a little bit nostalgic, but yeah, hoping we should be having the same battles next season. So,
and you've already wrapped up the constructors title, haven't you, McLaren? You're well clear of that, so that's already done as well. So you've done the double.
Yeah, double's done. So
you've taken all the marbles from this season, and from the few races that I've watched, it's probably thoroughly deserved, to be fair.
Yeah, thank you, and of course, congrats to Macho as well. He drove very nicely.
He drove very well tonight. Yep, he did.
I mean, two wins in 2 nights. So it's not too bad.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah.
Saucy didn't join us, so I think, guys, it's all that's left for us to say is congratulations, Macho, on your win, and very, very big well done to Jensen on winning the title.
Driver of the day.
Oh, driver of the day from the comms, yes. Well, I would have picked you, but the game gave it you, so I don't really think we can give it you as well, as much as you did drive from last to third. But the game already gave it to you. So I'm going to leave that open to Paul, to be honest.
Thanks, mate. I'll tell you what, I'll give it to Adam, bless him. I know he drove well tonight, and I know he likes he did alright.
He got top 10, to be fair to him.
He missed out like the other week when he finished in top 5, so I think it's only fair. And I think that will do.
That will be all, and OTL Elite will be back next Wednesday in Jeddah? Yes, Jeddah next week, isn't it?
I think so, yes. I think so.
Yeah, no, it's Imola.
Oh, is it
Imola.
Imola first? Apologies.
Yeah, we're ending the season at Jeddah.
Yeah, I
on the
thought
22nd,
so.
Imola.
Yeah.
Imola next. That'll be a fun race. Right, guys, we will see you next Monday and Wednesday at 8 PM. Thanks for joining us.